Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Jewelry Canada. Today we are going to be making a letter ring, and we're going to start that in just a moment. Hi everyone, Monique here, Little Gems Jewelry Canada. Today we are going to work on a ring, and we're going to do one that has a letter in it. So you're going to need about 1.5 feet of monofilament. Today we are using 8-pound spider wire, extremely strong but thin. You're gonna need a lighter. Isn't that pretty? It's got a little owl. You're gonna need your 10-aught seed beads. I'm using black today. And a letter bead. Now, just to let you know, I quite often get those at the dollar store. It's one of my favorite places to shop. Isn't that crazy? Okay, so I am taking my monofilament and I'm putting the two ends together. Can you see them? Oh my gosh. Not very well, can you? Okay. See them? Okay. So what we're going to do is we are going to pick up 7 beads. Okay, now I'm working around a camera, so bear with me. Okie dokie. Jeez. I don't know if you noticed, but my black beads, I have matte and shiny mixed together. So I'm trying to use the matte. So 1, 2, oh my goodness, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, goodness gracious, 6, and 7. Oh my gosh, that was a chore. Okay, now I'm going to take my bead. Now, it doesn't have to be a letter bead. If you just want to use any focal bead, you can do that. We're going to go through this bead with our left thread, and we're going to go through it the opposite direction with the right thread. Oh my gosh. There we go. Okay, so this is what we have. 2 threads, one coming out each side, and we're going to pull that down to the center. And this is what you want, is you want the beads to go around the outside of the bead. See? So if you need more than 7, 7 works for my size bead, you may need more. So now, taking both your ends again. Now, I took too much thread, and so I'm struggling a bit. I'm also working around a camera, so I'm struggling a bit. So I want you to pick up 6 beads and put them on your right thread. So see there the difference that I'm talking about? I have a matte and a shiny. Anyway, I didn't realize that when I put them together. Okay. Come on, shiny, drop. 1, 2, 2. 3, 4, 5, 4. 4. I still got 4. This is why I put a face cloth down, right? Is so that it can catch all the beads that I spaz away. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so I've got 6 beads. Oh, one fell down. Anyway, I've got 6 beads on that side. And for the 7th bead, I am going to put it through that right side, but I'm also going to put the left thread through it going the opposite direction. See that? See what I've got happening here? There we go. So we're going to bring that all down. So this should be what you have. Okay, so the left thread is exiting out this way, and the right thread is exiting out this way. So now what we want to do is we have this little gap here, right? So we want to fill that. So with our left thread, we're going to pick up another black bead. Okay, we're going to let that go down. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. And this is where you need to have 17 extra fingers. So this is what we're looking at. And we just brought this black bead down to fill this gap, right? And then we're going to take the thread coming out of that bead from this side, and we're going to go into the bead on that side. See what I've done there? Okay, I know it's a mess of thread. And we're going to pull that. And what we should have done, and yes, it's going to curl for right now, but that will work itself out. So what that has done is, come on now, we have a thread nope. Sorry about that. We had technical difficulties. So what you have is you have a thread coming out here and a thread coming out. So a thread coming out this bead and a thread coming out that bead. See them? Okay. I want you to bring these threads all the way around to the other space, each side. Do that. Meet me back. Okay. So I've gone all the way around. Now it doesn't matter on which thread. But I want you to pick up one black bead and we're going to crisscross through it, okay? Just like we've done a few times. And if your threads are different lengths, if you can just give them a trim at this point if you want. I'm going to do that once we start the next step. So I've got a bead on there. I'm going to crisscross through it. Okay, crisscross through it, put them together, bring it all the way down. Okay, and here's what you got. Okay, so now you've got a thread coming out of this bead, going that way, and one going this way. Okay, now we're going to start making the band of our ring. Okay, so it's a lot of the same. What we're going to do is, where am I? Here we go. I'm going to first make my threads the same length. Okay. It's not much, but it's enough to annoy the heck out of me. Okay. So now what you're going to do is you have your 2 ends. You're going to pick up 2 beads on each thread. 1, 2, dang it, 2, shiny. Once you have it on, you might want to just let it drop so that you don't lose it. If you have a spaz like I do sometimes. Oops. Okay. 1. 2. Okay. So I've got 2 on each side. Okay. Now I'm going to pick up another 2. It doesn't matter which thread you put them on. 1, 2. You're going to hang on to those 2 because we're going to crisscross through them. So I have a thread coming out this way that I'm kind of holding in my fingers. And then I'm going to go through them the other way. So see? And then I'm going to bring that down. And this is starting the band of your ring. And this is what we have right now. Okay? Now I want you to keep going until that band fits around your finger, whichever finger you're making this for, okay? And if you're making these to sell, then make sure it fits the mandrel to the size of ring you want to make. So keep making the band until it's where you want, and then meet me back. Okay, so I've gone along and I measured the finger. So now you're here, okay? You've done your last 2 beads. We're going to add 2 beads to each side, and we're going to form our circle, okay? So 1, 'cause I'm working around a camera. I just can't get these beads. And 2. Okay. So 1, 2 on that thread. What? Dagnabbit. 1, 2. Ah, the struggle is real. Okay. Darn it. 2. Hallelujah. Okay, bring those down. Okay, now, without twisting, so there's our 4 beads. Okay, we're going to bring this up. And you know that center bead we put right there? We want to go through that. So take your right thread and we are going to go through this one this way. Holy cow, I did it. Okay. Make sure you're not twisting or getting hooked on anything. Okay, and now with this thread, we are going to go through the opposite way. Okay. Sorry, I just got to get my fingers in the right places. Okay, so we're going through the opposite way. Come on, come on. I think I got it. Did I get it? No, I went through 1 bead too many. There we go. Just 1 sec. Okay, sorry, I just had to do that off camera because it was too hard to work around the camera. So here's what you've got. You've got this thread coming out that bead. And you've got this thread coming out this bead. Now we're going to go around to all those beads on this side and all the beads on this side, and we're going to come out all the beads on this side, all the beads on that side. We're not going through the middle bead this time. We are not. And then meet me back. Do not go crisscross through that middle bead. I take it back. You do have to crisscross through there. Crisscross through there and then go crisscross through this bead. Then you're going down these beads and those beads, okay? Meet me back when you have your threads going through here, okay? So let me just show you what I mean. Okay, so I'll take one side. I'll do one side at a time. Okay, so I'm going through this middle bead because that'll be super easy to do around a camera. And through a bead that's had many crisscrosses through it already. I pulled it out. Did I do it? No. Sometimes moving the other threads out of the way makes it easier. I'm kind of popping it. See how I'm popping it there by folding it over? Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Did I do it? Where is it? Ooh, I do believe I did it. Okay. Okay, so and then I want it to go down these two beads. So these two beads on the side there. Went through them, yay! Okay, so now that thread is exiting out this bead. See it right there? Okay, so now I want you to do the same with this one. You're going through that center and down those two. Do that, meet me back. Okay, I'm back. I've got them both coming through out those beads, okay? So now, just so you know, my letter is purple. So I thought, wouldn't it be neat to do a little bit of a purple accent? So I took out some of my purple beads. They're just transparent, so they'll still take on the color of the black. Like, I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we got the purple. Now we're gonna take this. Okay, so I'm working with this thread. And now I'm got my purple, just one. And I'm gonna feed my thread that I just dropped. And of course I dropped my bead as well. Okay, so let's try that again. My bead box has been dropped so many times that I keep getting a different bead than from the bead section I picked from. Okay, so go through the bead. Go through the bead. We're working with this thread. We're working with this thread. We're moving it out of our way. We are going through these 2 beads. Oh my goodness. So much easier to do off camera. Okay. Said that and then I made it look easy. And so see, it's just adding a little pop of purple color. So work on this, go about halfway through your band and then go to the other thread and do halfway through the band and then continue till you get to the other side and then meet me back. Okay, so we're coming out of this area. So guess what, guys? We have to cross through, let me see. So we're coming out here, okay? We're gonna cross through that middle bead again, okay? And then meet me back. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's just too hard. There's too many threads through there now. And if you have a hard time getting through to crisscross through that bead, that's when pliers, not pliers, tweezers, pliers, like needle nose pliers, that kind of thing will help you out, okay? So crisscross through that and then meet me back. Okay, I got it through, but it was a struggle. Okay, so now we're going back down and we're going to start doing our knots, okay? Let me get into focus. So we're going to start with just one side. So this one is coming out this bead. We are going to go down the first 2 beads until we get to the purple. Okay, so get to the purple, meet me back. Okay, I got to the purple. Oh my goodness, fingers work. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start our knots. So you see how our working thread is coming out there. So now we're going to put our end of our thread. We're going to go through the space. So this space right here. Okay, so that space. Pull it up. Don't pull it all the way through though. Okay, so now I'm making a loop. See how I've got that loop right there? Okay, so I'm taking my end, I'm going through that loop once. I'm going through that loop twice. Same direction, okay? Okay, so now I'm wanting this knot to happen right in front of the purple bead where our thread was coming out, okay? So I'm going to place it there. See how it's placed? Okay. And now I'm just going to pull tight. And we made a knot. I want you to go through the purple bead, the next 2 black beads, and meet me out before the next purple bead. Okay, so here I am. So just like we did last time, we're going to go through the space with the end of our thread. Okay. And we're going to make a loop. See, I've got the loop there. We're going to go through the loop. Darn it, I lost my end. Okay. Okay, we're going to go through our loop once. Go through our loop twice. Lost my end again. Okay, go through it twice. Okay, we're going to guide it so that it's just above that purple bead. Okay. See how it's just above that purple bead? And we're going to pull tight. I want you to go down through the purple bead and the 2 black and meet me back. Okay, so I'm out there. And now I'm just going to cut that thread. Okay, now I want you to go to the other side and do it to the other side and then meet me back. Okay, so I've done it. And let's see, where am I? Where are my ends? Oh, I found them. They're over here. There. Okay. So you're going to feel your ends. And this is where the lighter comes in. You're just going to see my little end right there. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. You're going to take your lighter and you're just going to give a little burn. And that's going to make it so it's not sharp. It's still going to be there, but it's just not going to be sharp. Okay? So you're going to burn your ends. And that's it, guys. Look at that ring. Okay, let's put it on a finger that it fits. We'll go this one. Look at that. Isn't it cute? I think it's adorable. Adorable. So that's all there is to it. If this letter spins or whatever, just pop it back into place. You'll just like that. When it's on, it won't do that because your skin will hold it in place if you made it the right size. And there you go, guys. Isn't it amazing? I love it. Okay, so thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to check the description. I put all kinds of neat goodies in that description. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Have a great day. Bye now.